Strega has a lot of uses, I've found. You can use it as a standalone device. You can use it in with all your other modular stuff. You can use, its CV and everything to control other things. But what I really, really like to do, I have found lately, is to just run some audio into it and then start messing with the different parameters. So here I've got the blend is halfway up. So let's turn it down. Here's the patch. You can hear the oscillator rumbling away there. You can turn that off with the activation. I'll just leave that off actually because I'm not going to use the oscillator quite yet. So there I'm half blending it with the Strega and how the Strega is set up. I am going to, I took this patch and ran it into Morphogene and then kind of messed with it a little bit. So I'm going to bring that up in the mix just because I think it sounds really cool. And since Strega is make noise, I figured why not use some other make noise with this patch. And I love the Morphogene. Okay. A little more to chew on there too in the audio range. So I'm just going to start messing around with Strega. I'm going to use some of the touch points. I'm going to mess with some of the knobs before I patch anything, just to give you an idea. I'm not going to get really technical, to be honest, because the manual doesn't get really technical, and it doesn't seem like that is the idea behind Strega. So I don't really want to get into... I have figured some stuff out, and that's the good news if you're somebody who does want to kind of get into the nitty-gritty of what does this button do? What does this touch plate do? Spend some time with it, and everything starts falling into place. So, yeah, let's mess around with it. So I'm doing some touch plate stuff right now, messing with the delay time. Let's try the same gateway, but a different bridge. Both messing with the delay. But at this point, I haven't quite figured out what the two different bridges do. But they definitely do something different. Let's mess with the filter a little bit with that same gateway. And like we were talking about in Tony's episode, the touch plates are, patch cables are made to, create a connection that's a little bit more, permanent. These are a lot more fun just to mess around with. It's fun to get, kind of make percussive elements with them. So yeah, there are, that's some touch plate stuff. Let's mess with this echo knob manually because it's just a lot of fun. I like turning it up really high. Let's get the decay about at noon or midnight. Now let's bring this down. This is my favorite thing about Strega. Let's turn this blend all the way up. This sound, this kind of now I'm messing with the filter here. I just think this karaoke machine delay circuit they have in here is just so much fun. The way they have it all wired up in there. Anyways, let's get back into something a little bit closer to what we started with. Now I'm going to start patching it to itself. What I've noticed, what I really, really like about it, is this lower left CV output is an envelope follower for the audio that goes in. And that is a whole lot of fun to use. So, and that way you can start syncing up what Strega is doing to the actual incoming signal. So what I like to do is start with, I like to put it into this absorb. Let me turn this absorb knob down so you can hear. So I don't know exactly what the absorb knob is doing, but it feels like it's saturating something. It's giving it some overdrive. So let's put the envelope follower into that. So you're already pretty big difference. And then also what I like to do is this lower right-hand section is kind of like a function generator envelope thing. I think they call it the agitator, which is very, very accurate. So I like to put the envelope follower into the CV in for that. So you'll see, and then if you set it on kind of a low speed, just depending on the audio coming into it, it creates some really, really fun. And that is normal to the filter on the lower right-hand side. So let me turn the attenuator down on the filter. So now that agitator isn't controlling the filter, so we can mess with that manually if we want. But I personally like to set the filter not quite all the way down, but less than halfway up, and then get that attenuator up so the filter is getting controlled by the envelope follower as well. Well, not the envelope follower, the agitator, which is being controlled by the envelope follower. And then the final thing that I like to do, this is kind of like what I've only had it a few days, but this has kind of been like my go-to patching and my starting point to jump off from, is I like to take the out from this agitator, there's a CV out from it, and put it into the blend. And then turning that blend down a little bit. Let's mess with the shape. Let's give it a little bit more of an abrupt shape, because you can get like a cool tremolo type thing going. And now let's mess with some of these touch plates again. And like we were saying in Tony's episode, it's really like a game of Twister with your hands. So let's see. Let's get really twistery with it. Let's see if I can do this. So you get a couple different gateways, go into a couple different bridges, and then mess with knobs manually.